Ivan, what an unbelievable couple of weeks personally for you, mate. First of all, congratulations on the England call-up.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And second of all, obviously, last time we was here against Leeds, you got your 50th goal for Brentford. So I thought we'd have a little watch back of them all, if you're up for it.
Nice, I'm ready.
Let's go then. So this is, of course, your first goal in your fifth game, mate. Millwall away.
Struggling for a goal, that's what it was.
Well, I didn't want to say it. You'd had a few chances on before this game, hadn't you?
Yeah, I think I missed a few sitters game before. And I think even this game, I think I missed a chance. But when I got the penalty, I thought, right, this is my chance to score. And
just got to get that first one.
the first one is always the hardest one to get.
Is that a slightly different penalty technique there?
Yeah, it was. I was just dying to score. I think that's what it was.
A bit more of a trot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed that straight away. It was slightly different. But look, you hadn't had a pre-season either. You had a lot of time off because of Peterborough. You hadn't had a game for a while.
Yeah.
Cov game. So you'd gone 5 without scoring, then 7 in 4. And then the celebration, this is why we've picked this one out. That was a special celebration for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, me and Matty Godden, we used to play with each other. I see him do that celebration a few times. So I thought I'd just banter him, just do the same celebration, you know.
And then you've done that a few times, the opposite numbers celebration. More recently, obviously, we see it with Mitrovic at Fulham. That's obviously gone quite public. You two know each other, though, didn't you?
Yeah, I know Mitro. Obviously, when we was at Newcastle together, obviously he was playing. I was involved in the first team, but I think it's just banter, you know.
Yeah.
I was sure he would have took on a chin. Obviously, his comment, I believe that was banter, knowing him. But people take out.
People read too much into it,
Yeah.
especially with two rival teams as well.
Yeah, it's just a bit of banter, like I said. But he's a cool person. He's doing his thing, so you can't knock it. And I fully respect him for what he's doing. So
you love a celebration as well, didn't you?
yeah, I like a celebration.
Do you think of them before a lot of times?
Some I do. Like with my boys, sometimes I like do certain ones, and then.
What about this is my favourite, by the way, apart from the Wembley one. Get on Vita's part.
He's claiming assists for that. I don't know how, but he's actually claiming an assist.
Are you watching that the whole way?
The whole way.
Yeah.
I think I had sore neck before that.
But so like, and then that's not, you're just dangling the leg.
Yeah. Just make sure it don't bounce again. Just get underneath it, or above it, sorry, and just make sure it goes under.
Also, I don't think I've not missed. You say something here, didn't you, to the keeper?
Yeah, I can't really say on camera what I said, but.
Was he giving you stick?
I don't think he lip read. Yeah, all game was giving me stick, and to be fair, he kind of got in my head, but not that much because I went and scored and give me a little bit.
Love it. And then again, you had a little patch before where you, I think 7 before, play Wickham, first hat trick for Brentford. This is definitely your goal, yeah?
No, 100%. I think T's done his best. If I was T, I would do the same. Tap it in, and I think it's whoever celebrates the hardest gets a goal. As a striker, you know, yeah, that's me.
And then we get the pen. Definite pen for you?
Yeah.
Sergio's
clever.
And then we've seen this so many times now.
Yeah.
When was the first time you did it like that? Can you remember? You get asked that a lot.
Yeah, I think I'd done that, that when I was at Peterborough, actually.
Yeah.
And I actually missed. That's the only penalty I've missed in my career against a keeper that I actually used to play with.
No.
And I think he knows my...
But that didn't put you off? You were like,
No. It normally works with keepers that I haven't played with. But now I've mastered every keeper, I think. Touch wood. Especially David and all the other keepers, Coxey and Thomas. But
this is the goal for the hat-trick. By the way, get on the bobble.
The first one?
This on here, the bobble just before the touch.
Yeah.
I never noticed it at the time.
I think I always had in my head to take it around him.
Yeah.
Because he was coming flying out. They actually did quite well to get across, but I think I had to lift it slightly, if you can see.
Do you keep the match balls when you score hat trick?
Yeah, I got a bag full for my children.
I
got a few. This is my one.
Yeah, you put this one in specifically. Tell me why.
Celebration. Because the whole game, I think it was 1-1. It was like 80th minute. The bench was giving a bit, and then I was like, I'm going to score in a second. When I do, I'm going to come over. And I think you see a manager taking it there. Didn't give him that much, but I let him know I was in front of him there. And I think this was like, 87th minute or something?
Yeah, Vita scored an unreal goal, hadn't he?
Yeah.
This, of course, the one that equalled the record for 30 goals. You win the pen here. Pen, yeah?
100%. Clever from me, I think.
You know that you're on for the record here as well, didn't you?
I think
they were already up, so it didn't matter for them.
Yeah.
I think everyone's a winner.
He's a bit clumsy there.
And then We know what happens next, as always.
A few steps.
What I loved about this is you see everyone comes on.
Yeah, it was nice. Good feeling that. I think.
In these games building up, was it a big thing like this? Sandman slapping you up.
Yeah.
And Pontus. And then the next game, I'll get another angle of it. Do you watch his back?
Yeah. Always do. Always watch my huddle. You see little Salah, meant a lot.
This game, obviously Sergi scored goal of the season in this game, which was ridiculous.
Yeah, I see that one.
Um,
And as well, the gaffer said to me before the game, I don't care how long it takes you to score, but you're coming off at 60th minute, I think it was. And I think I actually scored the 59th.
no.
Yeah.
And he would have actually taken you off?
Well, that's what he said. I actually think he would have as well. He was like, he was coming off.
You can be on it, well, you don't have to be honest now, because you did it. If he had taken you off.
If he took me, I don't think I would have come off. Has there ever been a player who refused to come off the pitch after being subbed? Nah, I needed that one.
Because also, by the way, this is striker's instinct as well. Because you sneak in.
I think that's somebody on for a record as well. You have to just run towards the goal.
What would you have done if, I think, who's it here? Sergi?
Yeah.
If he'd...
Sergi knew. I think I would have tackled him. Would have had to.
Because there was nothing on that game, so was it just everyone...
Everyone wants a goal.
Was it everyone's mission, though, just to get you the record?
I think, yeah, as you can see from the celebration, I think everybody comes up and it meant a lot, not just to me, to everybody as well.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I think, to be fair, I know Serge would have left that for me. As you can see, I think it kind of went like this.
Well, look, this is the big one. This is playoff semi-final. This goal was massive because we were, what, 2-0 down at this point?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah. Needed to get this, to get back in the game.
Was Begovic giving you mind games there as well? Or not?
The keeper tries, but he succeeded.
This would have been as well, first time a lot of Brentford fans probably would have seen you live, which is mad to think.
Yeah, it was actually, well, yeah. No, actually it was, yeah, the playoffs.
Yeah, because we had two
fans
games
before.
with smaller fans, smaller groups of fans, but this would have been a lot of people's first
He
opportunity.
looked massive in the goal, I remember that.
Oh, what, you were aware of that?
Yeah, he looked massive in the goal, and I think, look at him chasing me.
Go on, Mads.
Mads, yeah, Mads got my back. The little trip killed me as well. I thought I bullied him and I was bundled over him like a donut.
The worst thing is you get booked as well.
Oh, I don't know how.
It's
For getting bullied, I got booked.
Pontus is trying to fight your case, but you both get booked. Yeah.
I don't know how I got booked.
What was that like, that game? Because as a fan watching it, it was horrid.
Yeah, it was a bit of pressure, but it was enjoyable. Especially
Look at Mads.
from nowhere.
To be fair, you give Mads a little fist there accidentally.
He's a big boy as well, Begovic.
Yeah, then you've just got your Pontus saying happy.
Yeah.
But it ended well. You also smashed the disinfectant for the ball that game.
I thought it was just water. I smashed it and I think I picked it up and poured I think I poured it on everyone. After I was like this, my eyes were like, what's in that? I was like, disinfectant or something.
It was during COVID, every ball that went off, they had to stick it in that
I was
stuff.
playing with one eye the whole game like that. Yeah, I remember that.
Ridiculous.
I thought it smelled a bit funny actually.
Then this one, what's going through your head here?
Oh, I couldn't wait for this one. This one actually felt a bit easier.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. It actually did. And the goal's massive.
What, because it's deeper?
I don't know what it is. It actually felt like quite big.
It was in front of the Swansea fans.
Yeah.
Judging by that, you'd have preferred it that end.
Yeah. I like that. In front of their fans, give them a bit.
Is it harder if it's in front of their fans, or easier?
It doesn't really bother me because I just put myself in the zone anyway.
Yeah.
As you can see, I take my time. I walk away, just compose myself and do what I need to do. So it's not like, it doesn't matter who I'm in front of.
Again, you don't strike me as someone that gets nervous about games in general. What were you like the night before in the morning of that one?
I couldn't wait.
Really?
I couldn't sleep because I was so excited. I was so excited for the game.
You say you couldn't sleep. Genuinely, could you not sleep? And then
I
are you
literally- I
thinking,
think-
now I've only got a certain amount of sleep?
I think I woke up at like 3 a.m.
No.
Like, you know when you get that, like, I can't explain it, but like, you're just so excited. I couldn't sleep. I was thinking, right, is it time? I think I woke up at like 3, then woke up at like 6, then woke up at like 8, then
Amazing.
We had to.
And then it weren't bad. The celebrations after, we won't go into that. And then obviously you're a Premier League player, and this is your first Premier League goal, mate. What a moment! How'd that feel?
It was crazy. So obviously, my family being there, my first Premier League goal, what I've dreamt about my whole life, and doing it, especially in front of my family watching, it was a special moment.
Your family are a lot of games, aren't they? I see
they
your
come
dad
everywhere.
in particular.
They've put some mileage on their car. So
how big are they for you?
Yeah, massive. Like I said, they come to every game, so they support me. Even when I remember even days where I've been at Peterborough and I'm not starting, and we're playing in Plymouth.
Yeah.
Plymouth away. I'm like, you don't have to come. They're like, no, we're still coming. We're there to support you. So.
They can be hard on you though, couldn't they?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I've heard them after a game.
Yeah, yeah. My dad, you think he's Pele.
Pontus' touch, by the way, goes under the radar there.
Yeah, it's cheeky from Pony. Pony's got that though.
That's his old freestyler days, isn't it?
Yeah. I think he's actually slightly one of the most skillful in the team, you know.
He's going to love you for saying that. Right, you picked this one. This is your first Prem hat-trick. This is the first penalty. Why did you pick this one?
I picked this one because before the game, we was doing a finishing drill. And the ball went like towards it, just bobbled over near the crowd. And he went to throw me the ball, I went to get it, and he just like threw it away from me. I was like, all right, for that, when I score, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to find you. And I think you can see on my celebration, I've ran over.
Pause it here, Toby.
I think on my celebration, you can see me, I've run over and like been looking for him. And I see the kid sat with his dad, and I was like, and then he just sat there like this. And then his dad just started giving me a bit. But.
Love that. Obviously, so that was your first Premier League hat-trick, second for the club. You mentioned there you keep the balls. Anyone write anything weird on them?
Oh, yeah, I can't really say.
Well, I heard Whistle wrote saying on the last
Whistle always writes some dodgy stuff.
Right, well, we won't go into that too much. So next up, this is the Burnley goal. For me, this is the cross. Is unbelievable. The movement.
Yeah, I think Chris.
Striker's dream.
Yeah, he'll find you wherever you are. So you put it on the plate, it's up to you to put it in the back of the goal.
And around this way, you and Brian were absolutely flying. I think the West Ham game combined well. Again, if we pause it again, Toby. The first time I feel like I saw that was it Bournemouth in the playoffs, the first time you played as a two?
Yeah, it was the first time.
And how, because that's, to be thrown in that situation as a two, what was that like?
I think, obviously we've been playing with each other before. I know Brian's strengths, he knows mine, so he knows when I get the ball. Just make the run and I'll put it into the space where you can run into. And with him being so quick, I don't think he realises how quick he is. Yeah. So I just put the ball where he should run to, and when he runs there, he realises it's quick. Yeah. So it's like we know each other's game and
it felt
bounce
like
off each other.
A Swansea game in particular, they didn't really know how to deal with it because you were winning everything in the air, and like you say, Brian on the shoulder, they just couldn't deal with it, could they?
That's what he does as well. He just gambles. He knows that I'm capable of winning majority of headers, so he gambles off them, and sometimes you'll get them and sometimes you won't, but the ones he does get, we make the most of.
Exactly, man. Well, this was the 50th. Did you know this was for your 50th goal?
No, I didn't, but I remember actually before the game, I was speaking with Anna, and she said, your next goal will be your 50th, and she's like, how would you want to score it? And I actually said a penalty, but I forgot all of that. Then after the game, she said to me,
no way.
You remember our chat the other day, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, yeah. So.
Again, if we pause it in a sec, Toby. So your first goal was a penalty.
Yeah.
And your last goal
was a penalty.
Was a penalty. Do you think it's like quite a nice little bookend?
I think that's what I score, isn't it?
No. Yeah, that's it, was it? Tapping Merchant and pens. I've asked you about this before. Does that wind you up?
Nah, goals are goal, innit?
Yeah.
You just see your name on a score sheet. Don't bother me. If all my goals are penalties, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, well that's it. And every single one of them was inside the box, of course. But then
to the other day.
Well, we've
thought I'd fix it up.
Exactly. So we're gonna roll it on. I mean, we said about the 50th goal. We'll see another couple of angles of this now. I mean, look, 51 weren't bad, was it?
It's all right. We had a few tricks up our sleeve, but then I thought, you know what? Let me put that top bins just there where it belongs.
Hadn't David been giving you pelters when you were practicing the week?
Yeah, to be fair, he's been giving me pelters, but I think that was 3. I put top bins. He didn't say a word. Then I put like about 8 in a row over the actual net, and then that's why he showed up. But where it matters.
There's an angle coming up, which is ridiculous. But you've taken a few free kicks before. I remember when you first joined, you took a few as well, didn't you? But we haven't scored a free kick, I think, since before you joined.
I think that was a problem. that was a problem. That. I think it's just getting on them, getting a chance.
Yeah.
I think when you get a feeling, you get the feeling.
Right, and this one, ridiculous. What a ball by Matty, by the way.
Yeah.
With Matty, is he like... Hang on, just talk me through this first.
Just composure, just relax. Everyone's screaming, shoot, shoot. I heard the fans actually, I'm sure they were saying shoot for about 4 seconds.
Well, I'll be honest, I was shouting past. No, I'm joking. I see Brian, I was like, no, I'm joking. Was it just one thing in your mind going, just chill out, I know what I'm doing here?
Yeah,
just shut up, all of you.
I think the closer I get, it's just easier. I didn't get the ball fully under control. Not that it wasn't, but...
Well, you say fully under control. The Megs, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Were you always going to chip it?
Yeah, always going to chip.
That's composure.
I think the defender kind of like went back, then come forward, and as he was coming forward, I chipped it. Then it's kind of like in between.
Well, mate, look, that was 50 goals. That went quick, to be fair.
Yeah.
A couple more you want to mention?
A couple more. Ooh.
Away, Middlesbrough away.
Middlesbrough away, yeah. The assistant was giving me a bit of stick, as they all do. I think he was getting on to me, screaming, "Oh, who's reffing this game?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "I am," messing around, just winding him up. Then he carried on. And I was like, "All right, when I score, I'll come over and I'll give you a bit." Then I think literally like straight after, I went and scored, and you can see I didn't even thank T. I left T and ran straight towards the dugout, and then he was just looking at me like his face was all red and just kind of like biting his lip. But then after the game we spoke and he was just like, "Oh, fair play, great player, blah blah blah." But that was a good one.
That's your favourite, isn't it? When you're shutting people up.
Yeah, I like playing, like just messing with, getting reactions off people, just bantering around, you know. And to be fair, they give me some, so I give it back a bit harder.
And mate, you got to be able to take it, and you can.
Yeah, of course.
Right, you know what question I'm going to ask you now? 50 goals. Only the first 50. Yeah. Because the 51st and 52nd will be in the 100 one at the end of the season.
Okay, nice.
Right.
End of the season, nice.
Which is your favourite?
I got a lot. I like the ones because of the celebrations, but the favourite, best goal. All
right, what's your favourite celebration that you've done?
It's got to be the ones where I say I'm going to score and I actually do, and then I run towards the bench. I think I've done that like 3 times.
What about the Patterson one?
I like Patterson. He's a good player.
Isn't he quite funny as well?
Yeah, he seems quite funny. And a few boys I know him and said he's actually quite a character. So, nah, that actually did get to me, that one. But when I see him do it, it's like, cheeky dude. But I like it. That's what I'm like. So that's why I could.
Well, that's it. It's like you're saying, you got to take it.
Yeah, I like that one. But I'd say I like the Forest one.
Yeah. Like I said, that's my favourite apart from Wembley.
Yeah, because V's, I don't know how he's claiming assist for that, but his toe punted it so high. And I was like, running there, see it here, then touch under and give the keeper a bit. But
I see one that's not in there. I think from a technical point of view, Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves are a good one. Yeah, I'd say that probably is my best one. Yeah. Swaz it under low from the free kick on the volley.
And a mad game as well.
Yeah, back and forth.
Yeah.
But there's a few good ones.
Well, you've started the next 50 pretty well, mate. So I'm excited to see.
Finish on a penalty.
Or maybe it'll be start on a free kick, end on a free kick.
Yeah, true.
Top man, cheers for your time.
Nice, thank you very much.
Oh, wait!
Hey, come on!
You have something, Bonner! Oh, he can't sleep today. He has family.
So EA give us the new rating on the new FIFA.
We have some other cards from the boys. We have some normal cards or the right starts, and then we have some fake ones.
So I don't know mine.